Hello, guys. Today is another episode where we will learn a simple design in Photoshop. So, come with me as we dive into that. So, let's start sharing our screen. Okay. So, now this is it. So, this is the design that we will be learning. It is very simple. I made everything simple for us to, you know, start with. If you are new here, this is Keja Graphics and you are welcome. So now let's start. So the first thing that I will be doing is to go to the layer panel. Let me go to the layer panel. And when I go to the layer panel, I'll try to group all the layers there. When I group all the layers, then I'll take it off or I'll hide it. Okay, so we have something like this. Okay, so now the first thing that you need to do is to go to new, go to file, you go to file, then you go to new, then you create your canvas. Okay, and actually the size that we are going with is what, that is the size. Can you see that the width is 5 and the height is 5.5? Okay, but the resolution is 150. Okay, so when you're done creating it, then we have what, our canvas set up like this. Are we together? Now let's start bringing in our resources. So the first thing that we need to do is to go to our resource and do what? Bring in the first resource, which is the background. Okay. So when you bring in a resource like this, then the next thing that we need to do is to do what? To adjust it so that it can have that feeling. You understand? So something like this is okay. Then you hit done. Okay. Or you press enter, which means you are releasing your element on the canvas. Okay. So we cannot proceed with the design. So the next thing we need to do is to go to our this thing again, the folder again, and select or bring in the next resources. Okay, so we are bringing in our resources. Okay, so we hit enter, hit enter, hit enter, hit enter, hit enter, hit enter. Yeah, so this is it. We now have all our resources. Okay. So if you can see the layer panel, what I did actually is when I went to my folder, I selected all the resources. Instead of bringing them one after the other, you can choose to just bring all of them at once on your canvas. Okay. So what I will do here is that one, I will select all the layers here. Then when I select all the layers, then I can come on the canvas and trying to reduce the size. So you can see I'm reducing all the size. Okay, then I'm positioning it well. If, as you can see, there is a line that is being shown there, which means that it is exactly in the middle of the canvas. So you can leave it there. Then when you are done, you release it by pressing enter key. Then you can now select them one after the other. Okay, so you select the first one, then you move it what? To the side. Okay, you have something like this. Then you can select the second one also, move it to the side. Then you have something like this. You can select the third one also, then move it to, it should be kind of this side. Okay, are you me? Okay, so you move it, it should be somewhere here. You select the next one, then we have something like this. Okay, so that is perfect. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do is to go to our shape tool, right click on it, pick the rectangle tool, and draw a shape tool that will be holding our contact. After drawing it, go to the fill, give it the color or give it the feel, which is this particular one. Then we can make a copy of this by hitting J. Control J, meaning you are coming to make a copy of any element you have, okay? Or to make a copy of any element on your canvas, when the element is selected, you hit Control J, okay? So that's what I did. So you can see I make a copy of this and I bring it up, okay? Are you following? Then the next thing I do is to do what? Take our test tool, okay? Then after taking a test tool, then you can actually do what? Start putting your test on the canvas, okay? So you can see we start putting the test on the canvas, which is KJ. KJ is what? Graphics. Hey, am I saying KJ graphics? No. KJ has clothing. By the way, this is inspired by one of my best students, FE Graphics, inspired by her. Trust me, she really take the graphic design course seriously. And I'm always proud of her. Always proud of her. I pray that we do authentic business in the future. So now let's proceed. So I'll try to, give let's say we make it bold. They have something like this. Okay. Then let's try to reduce the size for this also. We have something like this. Are you following? Then the next thing we do is to do what? Try to also add a text again. Okay. But the best way or the faster way to do it, you can make a copy of this, bring this one down, double click inside, hit Control A, meaning you're coming to select all the text. Okay. Are you getting it? Then you type your collections. If that is confusing, just go back, take your text tool, hit the canvas, and write your collection. But the fastest way I'm doing this is to take one text, make a copy of it, then edit it. Are you getting it? So collection, collections. So yeah, so we have this like this. Then you can hit your outside, then you can now make this into it. Then you reduce the size also. Meanwhile, we can also increase, but I think this is okay. So keep it that way. No, let's increase the size for Keja. I mean, sometimes the brand name have to shoot. Okay, the brand name have to shoot. So don't be a type when you increase the size actually. Okay, and also you can decide to bring this one to down. Okay, then also increase the size of it. Then have something like this. This one to have something like this. Okay, then the this star we have here, we can bring it down here. Okay, then try to increase also to this end. Try to increase this one to also to this what end. Then we make our adjustment down. Then the next thing we'll do is to do what? Also bring this one also down. Okay, so we have something perfectly like this. So I think this is okay now. Then the next thing that we will need to do is to do what? Put in our next elements, okay? Which is also with the typography anyway. So you can make a copy of this, which is you select it, then you hit Control J, you bring it down, then you double click inside, then you do what? We sell. Is that what we have there? I'm coming. Let me quickly go to my old this thing and see what I put there. You can actually You can actually move it up. We hide it. So we move it up. You can on it. Okay, we deal in. Okay. So you can double click inside and you say what? We okay. Can say you do what? We deal in. Then you hit a deal. Then you hit what? In. Are you following? Is anything confusing to you? If something is confusing, trust me, I am here to answer all your questions. Okay? We may be slow in it, but trust me, our finishing will be of success. Okay? So never ever be discouraged. Thank you for keeping in touch and also never losing hope. Okay, so now we also deal in. So what you will do is to write the things that we deal in. Are you getting me? Okay. So we can actually bring in the first one, select this one, make a copy. Okay, for just to avoid and also save time, can make a copy of this. Then we hit done. Then we position it well. Okay. So we are trying to type all this, but what I actually did is since I'm having it in the first design, I can just okay, just make a copy. Permit me to do that to save time. Then we have something like this. And the next thing we need to do is to put our contact. Okay, so we need to go to also our what? Our folder and bring our resource again, which is the contact logo or icon. You see, we have something like this. Now, kindly pay attention here. You can see that the color is green or dark green. So I want us to change this color to what? To black. So this is how you do it. When you come right under your left bottom here, we have something which is the FS here. The FS help us to add layer style to whatever element you have on your canvas. Okay, so when you hit on that, you can see we have a variety or other properties that will pop up. Okay, which are all in the FS. So when you hit on that, then you go to what? Color overlay. Then you hit on color overlay, then the color overlay will help you to select the colors you want to select. So you can move this aside. So you can see this particular box here. When you click inside, it will help you to choose whatever color you want to choose. Are you getting it? So we want to choose black. So we move it down here. Then we hit OK. Then we hit here to OK. Okay, then we now have our what? Black. Then we can now reduce the size, position it also down. Okay, and also reduce the size again. Then also position it in the contact what? Shape that we have created. Okay, you can see it's still not showing clear, so we can now zoom it. Now if I don't know the sys or the laptop you are using to do or join us. Okay, I am actually using HP. HP can allow you to just slide open two fingers on your mouse pad, and when you do that you will zoom. But nevertheless, if you cannot use that to zoom, then you can make use of what? Control and the what? The hyphen button and the plus button. Control plus the hyphen button and the plus button on your keyboard. It will help you to zoom in and zoom out respectively. Okay. Okay, so now let's continue. So we zoom out and try to do our positioning here or work on the contact. We can also take the test tool again. Once you make click on it, then we type our number, which is 0500434155. Okay, then we hit done. Then we go here and we change the color to black. Hit OK. Then we take our move tool. We make what? This what? Small. Are you with me? Are you following? I hope everything is clear up to this point because we are almost done. I told you from the beginning, I intentionally don't want us to quickly zoom or to zoom into the difficult or more involving, it's not difficult anyway, more involving ones designs yet. Let's be dealing with the simple ones. Once we use them to learn our tools, then as time goes on, we'll be designing the more involving one. Okay. Are you are you with me? So we position it well. Then we have something like this. Then we are okay. So we can now zoom out. So you see, so we are done. Okay. A student reached out to me and was asking, how do you save? So let me quickly touch on that aspect before we draw curtain to today's lesson. So you go to your file here. When you go to your file, click on your file, go to save as. Now, when you go to save as, come and choose the location where you want your file to be saved to. You choose the location where you want your file should be what saved to. Secondly, you come and name your file here. You name your file here. And thirdly, you save the in which format or type you want your what your work should be. So when you hit on this region, it will pop up. Now, for your level or for the sake of the graphic design we are learning, I would like us to stick to only three for now, which the first one is the PSD. The PSD here, another word for it is what? Source file. Okay. When you save it in PSD or source file, it simply means you can come back to it, click on it, and continue your editing or continue your designing or do an adjustment in design. Okay. But if you want to save it as a picture, then you need to go for JPEG. Save it in JPEG format. Okay. But if it's a logo that you are designing, after designing off the background, then you save it in PNG. It will help you to be transparent. Is that clear? Okay. So you go ahead, then you save. Okay. So now this brought us to the end of our lessons for today. I want to see your work on the page. If you want the resources, join our Telegram group. All the resources are there. Try your hands on it and send it to me personally for me to look at it. If today is your first time on KJ Graphics, consider subscribing and you will not regret it. Thank you. Have a lovely day. Bye.